I am too happy to see you here. Before starting the technical part of the session, we want to discuss about our host institute as UI Global Education. And I want to share a bit some lines about UI Global Education. UI Global Education is a renowned group of institution which has 9 campus across the India, and it is start from last 19 years, and now we have 9 campuses across India like Chandigarh, Ludhiana, Jalandhar, Jaipur, Delhi, Pune, Agra, Lucknow. So today we are going to discuss about some part of the global education, like about programs. So yeah, global education started the programs in the field of hospitality, in the field of management, and provide lots of certificate courses for the employment of the students in different areas of the India, like FCIHM, and we have some certificate courses approved from PHSC, and after that, if you see food production, and after that, we have some degree courses, we have international pathway, and we have hotel hospitality and tourism management principal program for 3 years, and specialized degree program in food production also. And about career, this institute has provided career opportunities. That is, you can say our student get a highest position in the industry of hospitality all around the world. Our students placed out of India like Mauritius, USA, Canada, Dubai, and other countries. And now I want to share some lines about me. My name is Rajesh Kumar, and I am part of your global education from last 2 years, and I am here working as a faculty of Food Beverage Service. And about my education, I have 4 year degree course from HM Nainital, and also I possess postgraduate diploma in management and master of tourism and travel management. So, and regarding my experience, I have 5 years experience in industry, including lots of hotel of 5 star deluxe and P&O cruise lines. And from 2015, I am working as a academics, as a faculty of food and beverage, and somewhere I also hold the post of academic in charge. And now here in India Global, I am working as a faculty of food and beverage service. So guys, now I am going to start our technical part of the session, that is identification and uses of CCG, that is known also crockery, cutlery and glassware. It's a very important tools as you are working in a hotel industry. If you don't know what is the name and what are the uses, then I think it will be a very impactful in your career to grow in the hospitality industry. So now I am going to start from glassware. So this is a brandy balloon. This glass also known as a brandy balloon, and its another name is brandy sniffer. We serve in this glass brandy, and you can see this part, which is a very narrow place where you are drinking brandy. So your top part of this nose goes into inside the glass. So you can sniff the flavor of brandy, then you can realize that what is the taste of brandy. So it's known as a brandy sniffer and brandy balloon, used for serving the brandy. And brandy is a spirit made by wine, distillation of wine. And another glass is, this glass is known as a red wine glass. You can see it. This is a part of base, this is part of stem, and it's a body part. this known as a rim. Okay. So red wine, as you know, red wine are served in a room temperature and made from red grapes. And this glass used for serving the red wine. Okay. And now this glass, some little bit highest of this red wine, known as a white wine glass. So as white wine glass always serve chilled, so you can hold from this side here, from here. So this is a white wine glass and used for serving white wine, and white wine made from white grapes variety. And another glass is, it's a champagne saucer. And all of you know what is a champagne. Champagne also known as a sparkling wine and is also made from white grape variety. And champagne and sparkling wine is two names of this wine. Like all around the world, if you making any champagne known as a sparkling wine, and in France, if you are producing this wine from Chardonnay grapes, in France there is a champagne region. So that wine known as a champagne. So this is a glass of saucer and used for serving the champagne. We have two more glasses like champagne flute and champagne tulip. That's also used for serving the champagne. Now here we can see the beer mug, beer goblet is used for serving the beer goblet mainly, and you can use for mocktail also. And another one, this glass is known as a beer mug, and size is 340 ml, and it's known as beer mug used for serving the beer. And another one glass is, you can see Pilsner. It's a Pilsner glass, and it's also for using the mainly for serving the beer. And you can serve lime water, soda, any cocktail, mocktail. So this glass also used for all-purpose glass. And another glass is, you can say this is a big champagne glass. So it's also used for beer mainly, and you can serve here in cocktail, mocktail, cold coffee. So this is a big pilsner. Okay, and another, this is a glass here known as a this is a glass for decanter. It's known as a big decanter, and same here it's a small decanter, using for serving the liquor, just as like you are serving the whiskey. And with whiskey you are serving like soda and soft drink. So you can pour soft drink here and soda here, and you can serve in the drink. So it is mainly used for serving the soda and soft drink when you are serving the any spirits to the guest. Okay, and another glass you can see here. It's a very small glass, and it's known as a liqueur glass. So here mainly you have to know what is the difference between liquor and liqueur glass. So it's a liqueur glass, and liquor or spirits are known as a liquor, and liqueur is something different. If your spirits like rum, whiskey, vodka, gin, tequila, and you have add some flavor in the spirit. Like if you add the mentha flavor known as a menthol, you are actually for adding the coconut flavor to maybe the creamy espresso. So like I say, lots of here is coffee flavor and mentha flavor. This is a glass. This is also wine glass, but it's a all-purpose glass. So you can serve any wine in this glass because it's known as all-purpose glass. Another glass is highball glass. Highball glass used for mainly serving the water, and apart from this water, you can also serve some drink like lime soda, cocktail, mocktail, and juice also. So the mainly is always placed on the table. So it's a highball glass, is a big one. It's known as a wine decanter. Mainly it's used for serving the red wine. If you are serving in bulk quantity, you can use this decanter, wine decanter, for serving the red wine. So it's a part of some glasses. Apart from these glasses, we have many glasses which is used in a restaurant and bar. So now here I want to start cutlery. So glassware is upper. This is very small one. Cut from here. This small spoon known as a ice cream spoon. When you are going to serve some ice cream, so you have to serve this spoon also with the ice cream. When you are serving ice cream, you always use the saucer, and in saucer you can put this spoon known as a ice cream spoon. Another small one, this one you can just the difference between two spoons, the size and upper the shape. This spoon also known as a tea spoon, and when you are serving the tea to the guest, so this spoon always goes with tea for dissolving the sugar in the cup. So it's a teaspoon. Another spoon, some little bit, high. So this spoon is a coffee spoon. When you are serving coffee to the guest, it is also used for dissolving the sugar in the cup. Another spoon, you can see here. So it's a quite different from this spoon, a little bit higher also, and have the round place here. So this is a soup spoon. When you are serving to guest soup, so this spoon always used to serve the soup spoon, and guests use this spoon to sip the soup. And here, when this knife known as a AP knife, and this fork is known as a AP fork, and this spoon known as a AP spoon, and used for consuming the food for main courses. And AP means all purpose. So it's a you can say it's a table spoon, table fork. So it's always placed on the table to consume the food. So it's a all purpose spoon. Another one is a dessert spoon. So it's a mainly placed tablet menu on the table when you are setting the cover, tablet cover, TDS cover. So it's a dessert and it's placed on the table at topmost of the cover, and it's used for eating the dessert. So it's a dessert spoon and dessert fork. Right? Now this is very important. It's a little bit high from this AP spoon and AP fork. It's known as a service spoon and service fork, and both is known as a service gear. This is a very important tool for the server who is serving the food in the restaurant. This is a service gear. In the service gear, service spoon and service fork are used to serving the food. Always when you are serving a la carte menu, it's always used by the server for serving the food. So you can say you have to expert to handle this. When you are serving vegetables, you can use this. You can like as a portion bowl. You take the food and serving the food in the plate of the guest. So this is service gear made by service spoon and service fork. Another one, there is knife, and it's some flat and has some any teeth in there, no sharpening. So this is a butter knife, and it's always used for spreading the butter on the bread. And so it's a bread spoon. Another one, this is a knife. It's a fish knife. You can see here quite difference in these knives. Here is some cuts. So it's a differentiate from another knife. So it's a fish knife, and we have this fork also from cut from this side. Okay, so fish fork and fish knife has cut here. So it's a differentiate from all the knives. Now we have some table have some 3 holes, and in one we have 2 holes. So if you have 2 holes, so it's filled by salt, and this one filled by pepper. The salt and pepper filled in this fruit set, and it's always placed on the table, in the middle of the table. And another one, this is very important, also known as a badwas. So it's a flower plant, and always in the middle, always placed in the middle of the table. And we have also ashtray. You can see here. So if your restaurant has a smoking zone, because every students, every restaurant divided into 2 zones. One is a smoking zone and one is a non-smoking zone. If your restaurant has a smoking zone, so we have placed this ashtray also, and in salt, this is a place in the middle of the table and known also ABC. ABC, A for ashtray, B for the glass, and C for correct set. It's placed in the middle of the table. But remember, there is one thing is very important. Ashtray always place the in front of the entrance point, where from where guest is entering in the restaurant. So we have placed this ashtray in the front of entrance, towards the entrance. So ABC means ashtray, badwas, and correct sets. So now I will discuss some crockeries. We are starting from this is known as a egg cup. When you are serving a whole egg with shell, so we use this egg stand, and on egg stand, when you are serving egg, it's always goes with a tray, and you put here your boiled egg here, and you serve the guest. Always 2 portions goes to the guest. Okay, so it's a egg stand. It's a tea cup. Each and everyone is aware of this. So it's a tea cup, and when we are serving the tea, so also we use this saucer and keep it here, and we are placing here teaspoon. You can say when you are serving to guest, handle should be right side, or behind of this handle, keep it here, or teaspoon. So this is the way how you serve the tea to the guest. So it's a tea cup. Okay. Now with the jam pot, we are serving a breakfast, jam, honey, and marmalade. So this is a part of that jam pot, and this one known as a soup bowl. So when we are serving a soup bowl, always goes this bowl with a saucer. The saucer is very important, and this saucer, when you are going to serve this saucer with a soup bowl, so as if the soup bowl is not placed on the table, so you can place it here and serve to the guest like this. So always place this soup spoon in the right side in the saucer. Okay. Now, this is another soup bowl known as a Chinese soup bowl, and you can serve cereals in a breakfast, and you can serve Chinese soup, and this soup something soup bowl, soup spoon differentiate. This soup is a normal soup, and this soup also used when you are serving the Chinese soup. Okay, and always remember this, both soup bowl you can serve here as a cereal bowl also. So now here, this is a portion bowl. It's a 1 portion bowl, and it's a 2 portion bowl. So if guest ordered for 1 portion, chef always put the food in the 1 portion bowl, and if guest ordered for 2 portion, chef always put the food in a 2 portion bowl. And if guest ordered for 3 portion, guest ordered put this food out of that. So now this is a platter, oval shaped platter. Is a small platter used for starter, like a paneer tikka, hara bhara kebab. It's a small one, this is a big one. So known as oval shaped platter. Now in the crockery we have two saucers here. It's a demi saucer, and it's a saucer. So when we are serving some like espresso, so espresso always goes in this demi saucer, and you can use this saucer as we serving soup and serving tea. So you can use this saucer. And apart from this, we have a side plate. It's always placed when you are setting the cover on the table. It's always placed the left side of the cover, and it's also known as a quarter plate and B plate. B and B means bread and butter. So it's used for bread and butter also. It's a quarter plate and always placed on the table left side of the cover. And some big one plates is known as a half plate, and is also known as a dessert plate and fish plate. Any continental dishes like fish and chips always are served in this plate. So it's a half plate and also fish plate and dessert plate. This plate known as a pasta plate. So you can see here some depth in this plate, and when you guest order for pasta, chef always put all the pasta dishes here and decorate, garnish them, and after you serve, and after serve the guest, and this main plate is a 10-inch diameter. It's a big one, and this plate also known as a full plate, main plate, and dinner plate. Here is one point is I want to say that this is a pasta plate. When you are serving pasta, always your full plate will be as a saucer. So you have to serve pasta in a la carte menu like this. So this is a pasta plate and this is a full plate. Okay, and we have some hollowwares also, like this one. This one comes in under hollowware, and it's a creamer. Always goes hot milk when you are serving separate tea, separate coffee. So you are serving a hot milk from this pot. And after that, this is a teapot when we are going to serve tea. So we use this pot known as a teapot. Another this pot known as a coffee pot when you are serving coffee. It may be ready-made coffee, separate coffee. Another one, so this is known as a coffee pot. Here, one more jug. It's a known as water jug. Always on the side station. When the guest is ordered for normal water, not a mineral water, then we serve normal water from here. From this, when we are serving water, we always use the right hand side of the guest when we are going to serve the water to the guest. So guys, now this is a bread basket. When we are serving different types of breads during the lunch and dinner, and we also use it when we are serving tomato sauce or bread rolls. Also goes with the tomato sauce. So we use this bread basket, and now we have some bar equipment. As you can see here, this is a tool stand, and this strainer. This is a bar strainer when we are making some cocktail, mocktail. So we used to strain the main particles from the cocktail, and this is a tool stand. We can stand here like this, and here this is known as a bar spoon. So when we make some cocktail, mocktail, we always use this for the help to making the cocktail, mocktail. Usually for stirring purpose and for making some layered cocktail. So this is a bar spoon, and very helpful, and it's a main important tools of the barman. Here another one is muddler, and used for muddling the lemon and mint leaves when we are making the cocktail, mocktails. We just use for muddling the. And another one, this is a lemon squeezer, used for squeeze the lemon. Use the squeeze for lemon. And when I'm going to make cocktail and mocktail, this is a bottle opener from which we can open the beer bottles. Okay, and this is a um, tom, ice tom, and we are serving the ice from this with the help of this tom. And here is wine opener. You can see it has many tools in the opener. You can open a bottle by help of this. We want to show some examples, like we are going to serve before wine. So we use some technical part here, like this knife used for cutting the upper part of the wine. Then it goes open like this, okay, and this part we are just and it goes inside, and then we just put here and your cork come out. So this is a wine opener, very helpful, and it's also comes under 5 friends. When a person serving the food inside the bar, inside the restaurant, is come under 5 friends also. Now, in bar equipment, we have a glass rimmer. So you can see it, this is a glass rimmer, has some lots of things here, like this. It's a sponge, and it's filled with lime juice. When you are rimming the glass, so we just put here glass like a highball glass, and we want to rim this glass. So here we are filled with lime juice. We just push it, and here is just sugar and salt. So if you are rimming with the salt, you can put here, and if you are sugar, then put it here. So this is a glass rimmer. It's the main part of the bar counter. Now it's again, so it's a cocktail shaker, and we are when we are making some cocktails, mocktail in the bar, so we keep it here and muddle with muddlers. Then we keep it here and just use for shaking. We are just making here for shaking cocktails. Okay. Another one is known, this part, this known as a bar caddy. So bar caddy hold the all equipments when we are going to make a cocktail. A barman keep its all equipment which he want to make a cocktail. This is a peg measurer or jigger. You can see it here. It's a small part. This is a big one. Big one has the capacity, the volume of this bigger one is 60 ml and smaller is 30 ml. So it's a small peg. This is a large peg. So this is mainly used for serving the whiskey and another drinks where you are measuring the pegs, and when you are making some cocktail, mocktail, you can also measure with this. And another one is very small but very useful. This is known as a menu card holder. After COVID-19, when we are very conscious about our health, so every restaurant use the barcode menu. Okay, so when you are using this, it has some part here for inserting the menu. Every restaurant insert this menu like this and place on the table, and then guests come and scan this and choose the dishes whatever you want to eat the food. So guys, another one is part of also, this is known as a solver, round solver. Okay, it's a very important tool of the server, using the serving the food and removing the dirty plates. And one part also here I want to tell you, this is a cradle. It's a cradle, and where we are serving like a red wine. So it's very good and very impressive. When you are serving red wine to a guest, you can place like this. So it's a wine cradle. Okay, and when you are serving this wine, always remember the brand name, the name of the wine to show towards the guest. So it's a wine cradle used for serving the red wine. And another one this part. This is known as a wine chiller. When we are serving like champagne, we are serving a white wine. We use this wine chiller for serving the white wine. We just put it here, lots of ice, and insert the white wine bottle here, and just cover from with the napkin and put it near the guest table. So it's a serving style. So guys, from our side, I used to describe all the identification, name and uses. And apart from this equipment, we have lots of things you will see in your restaurant and hotel. And gradually you learn and explore your career in the field of hospitality. So guys, this is from my side. So now this is yours, from your session towards you. If you have any question, I'm waiting for you. So guys, please, if any question.
Sir, we have a question from one of the students. He was asking why the bar spoon has a spiral design on the spoon.
Okay, it's a very nice question. It's a very nice question. Why you are spiral this? Listen, when barman is very busy and this spiral stop the skipping when we are going to make a layered cocktail. So we have hold very carefully. If this is not spiral, so it can be a slip. So it's for only holding purpose, not another purpose. We are going to make so you can hold it. So it's for holding purpose only. Okay, I think it's. I have able to give answer this time.
Yes, thank you. I have one question. Why is a white wine glass stem is longer than a red wine glass?
Longer than red wine. Actually, this is a red wine glass. When and as I told you earlier, that red wine glass used for serving the red wine, and red wine serve always room temperature. So it's a phenomena of a concept behind of this serving the red wine. When guests used to drink the red wine, guests always keep like this, hold like this glass. So when the warmth of this foam goes inside the wine, it's make a very nice flavor. And the experts who is very used to drink red wine, so it's make a flavor. And your question is goes for white wine. This white wine is still longer than red wine. It's a part of when guests hold like this, as white wine always serves chilled. So I think anyone cannot hold glass like this. So if this glass part goes too chilled, so you have to hold this one. So this is a longer than white wine because your hand you comfortably hold this. So it's a for holding purpose. I think you are satisfied for this.
Yes. So can we serve champagnes also in the same glass in which we serve white wines?
No, we actually you can, but the standard purpose is we have separate glasses for champagne, like champagne saucer, champagne tulip, and champagne flute. So each glass had made from some special purpose. So it's a behind of this glasses is a nice chemistry behind of this. So you cannot serve in red wine glass or champagne because champagne has some another image of greatest so it's used another glasses like a champagne saucer and champagne.
Right. Sir, asking one more question. You explained us about this portion bowl.
Okay.
So you told me this is a single portion bowl and this is a double portion bowl.
Okay.
So what if the guests ask for a 3 portion of rice
3 portion of rice.
or a 4 portion of rice maybe then? Are there even bigger bowls, serving bowls in the industry?
I think we have, but if you not have to, if guest order for 3 portion, So 2 portion goes in this bowl and 1 portion goes in this bowl. If guest order for 4 portion, you can keep this bowl, 2 bowls like this, 2 portions, so you make it 4 portion.
Correct.
Another one.
That's it, sir. That's from my side. If I have a question from Bhavani.
Okay.
Bhavani, can you please ask the question?
What is 86?
86. Is there something called 86?
Sorry, I cannot understand your question. Kindly.
That's it. This question is what 86. 86.
Right now, I'm not aware of this, so I will give answer after this session.
I think he must have not.
इसमें भी सारे क्वेश्चन
Why we use side plate during cover laying?
Cover laying. That's a very nice question. It's a side plate. Why you use a side plate when you are laying the cover? As you place this plate and the left of the cover, so it is used for as the side knife and serving the breads, serving the extra whatever you guest want. I think it's also used for when guest has some bones item, bones food, so you keep bones also here. So this plate is used for all purpose. You can say it.
Okay. That 86 is a slang code for not available.
Okay. Thank you for granted. Thank you guys, thank you for this session and thank you to be with me for this session and I will be again come to this session for with another topic and another very interesting topic with you. So guys, thank you for you, thank you